The principle of separation of powers was propounded by a French political philosopher known as Baron de Montesquieu. He propounded this principle in the year 1748 in his famous book titled Esprit de Loi, which means the spirit of the laws. Now let's go straight into the principle, separation of powers. In every country there is a government. There must always be a government that is the ones responsible for the exercise of powers and many other things. Now, the government in every country must have three organs. The first one, legislature, they make laws. The second one, the executive, they implement those laws. At the same time, they formulate policies. And as well as the judiciary, they interpret laws. That's what they do. Now, these organs of government, there are three in number, and the powers in a country cannot be given to just one of them alone. Because when we give every power to just one person or to just one group, there's this tendency of abusing that power. Because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely, which means if only one person is given every power in a country, that person he has a tendency of abusing it. He might do it anyhow. He might just abuse the power. Now, every country, they have the three organs of government, and the organs of the government must be clearly defined and separated, which means that the executive, they have their own functions and their own powers, what they can do. At the same time, the legislature, they have their own powers and their function. They have what they can do. They have their own jurisdiction, their own capacity, what they can do and what they cannot do. As well as the judiciary, they have what they can do. They have their powers, which means every power in a country cannot be given to just one person, because they will abuse it. When we give it to just one person, when we give it to just one group, they will abuse it. And when you give the power to just one particular organ of government, there is this tendency that they will just abuse it. So it is not possible to give them. That is why Baron de Montesquieu was advocating for something called the principle of separation of powers. Let the powers be separated, let the duties, let the functions, let everything be divided among these three organs of government. At the same time, even if we give the power to just one particular organ of government, there is this tendency that they will start abusing the citizens. They will use that power to abuse the citizens, and the citizens should be taken care of, not to be abused. That is why he said that the duties and the functions should be divided and given to each organ, one after the other. That is the meaning of separation of powers, so that the rights of the people will not be violated, so that one organ of government will not become too powerful and then the rest are subdued under it or something. That's the meaning of separation of powers, propounded by Baron de Montesquieu in 1748 in his book titled Esprit de Loi, which means the spirit of the laws. Thank you.